When you think about the legacy of Black History Month and what it means to everyday, ordinary folks, there have been a lot of folks across the community who have made great impacts to the community. And this spot is hopefully going to be a place that will help continue that tradition in Detroit and throughout the world. My name is Jay Williams, and the name of my business is ProsperUs Detroit. ProsperUs Detroit is a luxury, underground, Harlem Renaissance-inspired speakeasy. We feature quality live music performances that will remind folks of a time where Detroit was a premier place to hear good, quality, world-class musicianship in an intimate venues directly in the Detroit neighborhood. And we also offer craft cocktails that are based off of the African diaspora and Black culture. What inspired me to start this business was my grandmother, Mrs. Eva Franklin. We called her Miss Eva for short. That was her nickname. But her and my grandfather were some of the first entrepreneurs that my family ever known. And they had this incredible house in their neighborhood in the Northwest Goldberg community in Detroit, where people would just flood over and enjoy a good time, listen to some music, and enjoy the company from folks all across their neighborhood. And so I wanted to create a space that would relive that and recreate that for the world. We started in 2022 in my living room. We transformed my living room into a speakeasy and invited friends and family and community over to come and enjoy some live music and get some feedback on the business concept. And then in 2023, we got our first brick and mortar space and began to open directly into the community. H&M Style Lounge was a pillar in the Grandmont Rosedale Park neighborhood here, right here in this building that we're in, where Miss Eva's is today. It was owned by Herschel and Joanna Maston, incredible Detroiters and ultimately just lovely people. They had a space where folks could come and commune and enjoy themselves and laugh and really have a good time. Unfortunately, the owner of the business is no longer with us, which opened up the space for Miss Eva's to be able to come into it and to continue that legacy. I first learned about ProsperUs through Motor City Match. ProsperUs Detroit was one of the fortunate recipients of a Motor City Match Award. And through one of Motor City Match lender networking events, I met ProsperUs and connected with them. And one of the things that I gravitated toward ProsperUs to, one of the reasons why I gravitated toward ProsperUs was for the community feel of the organization. I knew that I needed some access to affordable capital in order for my business to grow. And I was so impressed by ProsperUs. They genuinely cared about me. They genuinely cared about my business. Before we had any transaction, they came and visited my business firsthand, learned about what I was doing, learned about the impact that I wanted to have in the community, and wanted to be a part of it. And so we forged a great relationship, one that I hope will continue for years to come. Matthew was incredibly helpful in helping me get information that I needed to prepare for the loan process and get me prepared for everything that I needed to submit. Janae was an absolutely beautiful resource who helped me organize all of my information and make sure that everything that I needed was in place. Crystal was incredibly helpful, beautiful spirit who helped me prepare for credit and some of the other technical assistance things that I needed in order to be prepared for the loan committee. And then finally, I met Jalecia, and Jalecia walked me through the loan closing process like a G. She was very efficient and made sure that I knew everything that was happening every step of the way. It's an incredible team at ProsperUs. Not only did ProsperUs help me with finance and with the loan, but they also pointed me in the direction of technical assistance, which has been incredibly helpful to me in getting started. They've been incredibly helpful for all types of things that have been related to my business. The loan product that they've provided for me has a portion of it that will be forgivable if I continue to make some of my payments on time. It's just been an incredible experience that I would really, really recommend folks to get involved with. We deserve to have incredible places right around our homes in walking distance from where we live, where we can have a good time and also get some of the things that we need in order to continue in life. My hope is that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, people will be talking about Miss Eva's and talking about my grandmother and the impact that she had on the community. And this legacy is something that's really, really important. I think it's important for Detroiters. It's important to me. It's important to my family. And not just does it tell those stories about our ancestors and how important they were and how our future plays out, but it also helps build financial generational wealth. When I think about my grandmother and I think about who she was in the community, you don't always have to be someone who was a great historical figure to make an impact in the community and in the world. And she was one of those people. People from around the community, from around Detroit, from around her neighborhood would flock and flood into her home. And she would gather all those folks, and sometimes there'd be learning moments, sometimes there'd be teaching moments, sometimes it'd just be a good time and fun time. But she was someone who really people gravitated to greatly and really benefited from her being around.